This episode of Beaten Down is brought to you by ABC Dump Roll-Off Dumpster Rental. ABC Dump is a locally owned and operated company. With 11, 15, 20, and 30 cubic yard dumpsters, they have the size for every occasion. Whether you're remodeling the house, cleaning out the garage, or doing commercial construction, they have the right size for your project. With upfront pricing and easy online ordering, ABC Dump makes ordering a dumpster as simple as possible. Give them a call or text at 682-803-8031 or order online at abcdump.net. That's abcdump.net.
Because you can't replay what we just did.
I got you. Go ahead.
Fucking shit show. Welcome down to Broken Down. Welcome down.
Come on down to Broken Down.
Welcome back to Brokeback. Welcome back to Beaten Down. Mm-hmm. There we go.
Found it.
Sudd, Danny, Blake,
Yeah.
special guest. Sup? Special guest who will not be revealed right now. See if you guys can guess who it is. It's going to be awesome. But
I still don't know who it is.
any guesses, Danny?
No, still don't know who it is.
Danny's
I don't
lost.
know who it is.
Blake's lost.
He doesn't
They
know
don't
what to do with his hands.
Yeah, he doesn't. He talks with his hands a lot. Yeah, he's just holding them up by the microphone.
That's because he's deaf.
Oh, God. Okay, it's been hot as shit out there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And no rain to speak of.
It's like a desert out there, man.
No, it has been hot as balls.
It's supposed to be 108 like every day this
It's
week.
ridiculous. This forecast looks dumb every time you look at it. It's just desert and no rain. We haven't had any, and there's none in the forecast, I assume.
Just water your yard a lot.
Yeah, everything's brown. Everything looks great. We're doing great down
Luckily,
here.
we're not under any water rations up here.
Yeah. How's that going? So my dad was talking about his yard, and he said his yard is gone. Like it's
Yep.
brown. It's dead. And I said, watered it not? And he's like, is the rule if they come by and see your water meters like more than it should be, like they can tell by your water meter whether you water it or not, and they'll turn it off?
Oh,
How are they?
I heard
assume
that.
they'd see it. Because
I
how do
mean-
they know you don't have a water leak? How do they know? Jesse knows about water leak.
I do. And
Who?
thanks for revealing my name.
Who?
I'll cut that out.
Special guest.
I'll cut it out. But
so-
they don't know if you have a water leak. How do they know that?
Right. So I told him, that's what I said. I said, just water it not. But he said, if they catch you,
They
if
find your ass.
they can look at you. They can look at your meter, and they can find you and turn your water off.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Who said this?
my dad.
But you got to understand, they're not, or think that they're not going to have guys just walking around going, I'm going to check this guy's meter because I think something might be up at this house. You know,
Yeah.
maybe if you have.
Well, I mean, if you're green, if you're
beer,
so if I'm the water meter reader guy, that was a good sentence. If I'm that guy and I walk up to the house and Blake and Daniel live next door to each other, and Daniel's yard is green and Blake's is brown, and Daniel's meter is double Blake's, what am I going to do?
I'm going to blame Blake for setting me up.
So that's my point. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the fines are or whatever, but it's a bad deal though. It's the stock tanks are looking terrible. It's getting to be a situation.
Yeah, but there's nothing we can do about it.
I know, and it's happened before, and it's going to happen again. It's life, but good Lord, please give us some rain. But other than that, the Rangers still in first place.
I haven't watched any games.
Are they?
I take
that back. I think I went to one game.
I've watched nearly every
I
game.
don't even remember if I went to a game yet.
It's odd that we have baseball that matters going into August.
They 2 games up.
Well, they've lost 2 in a
One
row,
now.
so they may be tied now. But yeah, my point is, it's even if it doesn't work out, it's been awesome to have baseball that matters in June, July, and August, because it's usually over by what, mid-April?
Yeah.
Yeah, about May.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, May. It's usually over. We just acquired a pitcher Daniel, you want to talk about that? And who it is, where he came from, and
This guy, he's y'all know who it is. He's great.
well, tell them just. I mean, in case they don't know, just
Thompson.
no.
Where is my favorite band?
The other guy.
Not Thompson.
Max.
Max Powers.
No, not.
That's his nickname.
Yeah, well, yeah, he goes by Max Power because he is a good, strong pitcher.
Yeah. He's got. He's right-handed.
Yeah, yes,
Right-handed.
he is.
Throws so many balls.
Strikes, hopefully.
Well, just pitches. I apologize.
Yeah.
But they're balls because they're the movement.
Oh
They look
yeah,
like
yeah,
they're
but they swing and
boom, just
I got
right
you.
outside. They're like,
Oh,
God.
Max Scherzer.
Max Scherzer.
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 Yeah.
Max Scherzer, man. That's my dog from way back. We acquired him from the Indians.
There's no Indians, first of all.
Oh, from the
We cannot say that.
Commanders. What are they now?
They're the
Razorbacks?
Guardians.
Guardians.
Yeah. But he came from the Mets.
Yeah. No, I met him there one time. I met him at a Guardians game one time.
Jesus. Did you know a little known fact that he has 2 different color eyeballs?
What's that called? That's called something. Because there's only like 1% of people in the world.
Well, his are freaky.
Yeah, it's crazy looking.
Have you
Yeah, I
seen
knew
that?
that.
Like when they show a close up of him, like looking at the batter, it's crazy because one's
The
like
devil.
blue and one's like black or brown. It's dark, light dark. It's crazy looking.
It's like dogs that have that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's an intimidating pitcher anyway.
I thought that was a fake picture.
No, that's not a fake picture.
No, that's how he looks.
Oh my god.
Yes. So
He looks goofy.
yeah, he's
You notice
intimidating
that jersey
anyway.
he's wearing?
Yeah, he went to Fort Worth ISD.
That is not true.
But yeah, they acquired him, so that's going to help, right?
Yeah,
think?
yeah.
Yep.
We needed another
Pitcher?
Pitcher,
middle pitcher,
No,
mid-game pitcher.
no,
We
starter.
need another closer.
no.
We need starters
Home
and
opener starter.
He's a
relievers.
starter.
Yeah, that's what I mean, starter.
Need him to eat some innings. That's what they call it.
Yeah, he's I've seen him in a hot dog eating contest one time.
He eats up those
He
innings.
was good.
Yeah, he eats up those innings. Need a couple more, a couple more pieces. The bats are okay. The pitching is. We need another starter probably, and definitely a reliever. Our bullpen has been horrible.
Yes.
Are the bats okay?
Yeah, I think they're good
Getting on the
enough.
struggle bus here.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to happen, but I think overall they'll be. Now that you just called me out on that, I think about the last 2 nights, and I think they got shut out and scored 1 run. But yeah, you're right. They're in a little slump now, but I think my point is, I think the bats are good enough to go to the playoffs. The pitching needs some help.
How many games left?
Well, we're in beginning of August, so month and a half, so 45 maybe,
Good lord.
something like that.
They play
They play
like
162.
they
baseball-
play like 162 games.
Yeah, I feel like baseball goes almost all year long.
It's about 8 months. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm. You know me. I'm a baseball guy. I mean, that's my deal. And I wouldn't mind seeing it go down to even 150 to start, and then kind of chop from there too. I mean, 162 is ridiculous, But they're used to it, so.
How many games did
You
they get?
want games to end after the 7th inning, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, I would like games to start at 4 and end at 7 because you know what my schedule. The Rangers right now, as this is being recorded, I guess it'll be out tomorrow. So they're playing the Padres in San Diego, which is a West Coast game. How many innings do you think I've seen?
They're
Obviously
currently
none
playing?
because you didn't know they lost the last 2.
0.
Oh, because they're on Bally's?
Well, no, I have Bally's. It
Oh.
starts at 9 o'clock.
Oh.
So
I thought you meant they were playing like right now.
no,
Like it's early out there, man.
No, they play late at night, which I used to love when I was a late night beer drinking night owl. Now that I'm an old man,
Love
can't do it.
Oh,
Out.
hate it.
Yep. Blake, Cowboys have started training camp.
And we were talking about earlier.
Give us a rundown on that so far. What's been
Wilson,
going
the
on?
safety, strained his calf, but he should be good to go by season. He's kind of the game setter. He's the one that kind of makes the big hit and gets it going.
Now, was he here? How long has he been here?
Oh man, he's 4th year maybe now.
Okay, yeah.
But he's the guy that comes and sets the tone. So they need him. What else? CD looks good. Cooks looks really good. Y'all Y'all might have heard this before.
You just gonna let that go?
Sorry.
He said,
Say it again.
CD
Nuts.
looks good. What we're talking about, Deuce Vaughn.
"Stick to the script, bro."
My
little,
bad.
little 5'5" Deuce Vaughn, but
Yeah.
he's
5'5".
Sure about that? He looks 5'2".
well, when you're standing next to those monsters,
At 5'5", he's still taller than Blake.
Come on,
I'm not that short.
Blake's as tall as Popeye.
Popeye.
No, I saw a video of him on Twitter or somewhere. Deuce Vaughn running the ball, and it looks odd.
Every
see-
time y'all say Deuce, I just want to say Bigelow.
But yeah, he
saw how he vanishes though, like he disappears.
It may
Well,
work.
that's perfect.
That's
Yeah.
That's how he says he
It may
uses
work
it.
because
No one can see him.
he was a stud at Kansas State.
Oh,
I mean, he
man.
was, he's a little scat back. He's
He
awesome.
led college football in all-purpose yards.
Yeah.
Like
So
almost
I don't
every
know
year
what
he played.
exactly he's going to do for us, but I guess he's going to be the third down back, or well, I don't know.
He'll
Is
just
Lamb
be
still going to return
I
kickoffs?
doubt Deuce will.
Really?
Deuce is pretty
Oh, he
good.
will?
He's pretty good return. I bet he. I
What,
bet
what about Turpin? Is he still around?
Oh,
Yeah,
Turpin,
he's still
yeah.
there too.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
him.
I forgot about that.
I just don't know if they're going to want to keep wasting a roster spot on strictly a return guy, because they've never done that before.
Well, he got in, maybe 3 plays last season.
yeah,
Was he in on the best play of the year?
Oof.
he
I would
was.
imagine.
He
Was
was
he
the
in-
one that got smoked. Like after Zeke got smoked, he got smoked.
So he can always say that he was a part of Zeke's last play.
Yes.
Okay, good. Good, because that's
Yeah.
a great play. That's
I-
going to go down in the.
I don't know. I have, on great authority, don't be surprised if Zeke's not a Cowboy this season.
I heard that too.
yeah, I almost bet it's going to happen.
Now, that great authority was Blake. So
Well, I mean,
Blake,
they don't have a power back really to speak of.
you mean a 5'2" guy isn't a power back?
Zeke hasn't signed with anybody.
Did he go on a trip yesterday to the Patriots?
Yeah. He could get, they're going to sign him to like a veteran minimum or something for 1 year. I would almost bet that happens.
All right. How is the Zach Martin situation?
Still holding out.
You think he'll play? I mean, you think
Yeah.
it'll
I think he'll
Get
get
done
done.
before
He's
the-
getting $50,000 fines every day. And how the new
Well, there comes a point where if that's $50,000 a day, if you're getting more money, that's just going to eat up by fines.
Yeah, because now how the collective bargaining agreement's structured, used to you could get like reimbursed, like they'd waive the fines once the contract. Not anymore. Like there's nothing that waives it. Like he's just
A
going.
fine is a fine,
Yeah.
and you're paying it.
That sounds fine.
Saw that Jerry said that he wasn't going to pay
Yeah,
him.
that's what. Yeah, Jerry's.
Oh, yeah, he
playing-
said there'll be no
Yeah,
resolution.
Jerry's playing hardball, but I think they know that they got to.
So what is the situation there? Take our cowboy blinders off, but he's legit
He's top 3 guard in the league.
And
He's
get
like the
Easy.
least penalized guard.
and where is he on as far as pay? 10th or something like that? I read somewhere
Yeah, he's
something
not
he's
top
9th or
5,
10th,
but
which, I mean, I get it, but I've always struggled with that, the holdouts and all that, because, I mean, you sign the contract.
I mean, I don't know though. They're putting their body, especially those linemen. They're
They
putting their
are, for
body on
sure.
the line and all it takes is one tweaked knee and you're done.
Yep.
How old is that dude?
Zach, he's
31,
25,
oh, let's see.
63.
31, 32.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's been in the league like 8 years,
So 30s ish.
early 30s. But
That dude's a monster. though.
what happened is Madden came out and he had a 99 rating, so he's like, I want more money. 'Cause he did have a 99
So let
rating.
me touch on
Madden.
that too, because I've heard a lot about that on social media, that players are using that in negotiations
Well, what's funny is Zach Morton
because supposedly it's like a legit scouting service.
Well, the day after Madden came out and was when Martin said he was going to hold out, and he had a 99 rating on Madden.
That is nuts to me, but apparently people say that
I don't know.
matters, and
Who
I'm like,
knows?
oh,
It's
I mean,
like they have to have somebody that's like, hey, the new Madden's coming out. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what you look like on their scouting, and then maybe we can get a little negotiation going. And
can you imagine ever knocking on the door and saying, Coach, my Madden came out today, and they got me at a 92, and I mean,
Y'all
I
are
think I
paying
need
me like a
I think I
75.
need some. I think I need some more money. You know, I think I deserve a raise. I mean, how do you use that? But
Yeah, he is legit, but he is
God.
32s and linemen. You know,
If that's what they're doing, can you imagine what's going to happen to Dak? I mean, he's probably got to be a 27 on there.
shut up.
Dak hater.
Why do you hate him so much?
Because he's
How,
racist.
how has Dak looked? And
They said he's looked good. You know, he's looked pretty good.
I was told
No,
yesterday that he's already thrown crap ton of interceptions and
They pulled
was
him.
yelled at and got pulled from the
Pulled.
field. Is that not true?
No.
Because I know I saw a video where
The
they're
footage that they shared was from the year he came back from his leg injury, and they were taking him out for reps because they didn't want him to hurt himself. It was like
conspiracy
it was
stuff.
like a 4-year-old video.
Are you on the Dak PR team?
No, because I remember that video because that's when he was like pissed because they were taking him out because he wanted all the reps, and they were like, "We need to ease you back in. You just came off that."
Weren't they
leg
on
injury."
Hard Knocks that year?
Probably. That's why I probably remember that video. And
Yeah.
people are like, "Look, see,"
Because
they
he was
pulled
getting
him.
pissed that year. I
Yeah.
remember that video too.
And then people tried to put it on and say it was like now.
That was now. That
That's
was
it.
like 3 days ago, I believe.
You don't know anything.
I will back Blake up that you don't know anything.
But,
But when is the first preseason game,
next Saturday? I do believe.
dude? Are you,
Already?
Well, Thursday. I think this Thursday is the.
No way.
This Thursday's the Hall of Fame game. Which
we're
is
going to
the
see
first
NFL football on our TV this Thursday.
I think this Thursday's the Hall of Fame game. It's either this Thursday or next Thursday.
Not going to lie, that makes me pretty happy.
It's either next weekend or but I'm pretty sure it's next weekend.
God, my heart just got. If it's my heart just got happy.
Even though it's
guys.
preseason, I don't care.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I won't watch
'Cause, you know,
much
the Hall
of
of
it,
Fame games.
but I'll turn it on, and just to see that on the screen,
Yeah.
it's going to make you feel good.
Let's see.
The time of the year is getting right,
What is today?
heading into fall. The world's about to be right with college football and NFL football.
Well, I was going to say I was going to pull it up, but no.
You're not pulling anything up out here.
No.
College football is
Like September 5th,
September 3rd.
3rd, yeah.
It's like there's actually games on the weekend before, but the big official it sucks. September 3rd.
First weekend of September.
DallasCowboy.com isn't even showing the preseason games.
I can't get it.
Just
Oh,
week
here we go.
one.
There we go.
Well, that's badass. I'm so
Oh
ready for
yeah,
that.
week 1 against Jacksonville.
Preseason?
What date is
But
that?
it says to be determined.
Like I said, it's either next Saturday or the one. It's either the following.
Couple of weeks.
But I thought it
within
was
2 weeks.
Did I just see the Cowboys picked somebody else up the other day?
Oh, they signed a guy from the one of those the
XFL team?
yeah
something?
the other
USFL?
league. Yeah, he's just a camp body, really.
Oh, I think he's from Tarleton. Probably one of their
I
studs.
believe he is.
Last name Speed.
I think he's a safety.
He still thinks I'm making that up. That EJ Speeds.
No, I saw that it was real. This air compressor apparently is going off.
All right. So we got that going,
Oh,
which is nice.
My prediction: Ferguson, the tight end, will be a Pro Bowler this year.
Ferguson, the tight end from Wisconsin.
Yeah, he will be a Pro Bowler this year.
Nice.
Why? What makes you say that?
So he's going to
'Cause
be
I
better
think
than.
he's-
Where's Dalton Schultz?
He's in Houston.
Yeah.
Oh, he left?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to get paid like a top 5 tight end, and they said
didn't get
see
paid.
you later. And he didn't even get paid a top 5 in Houston. They signed him to like a 1-year deal.
See you later, dude.
Like I said,
What's
he
his
was,
matting rating?
Like I said, Schultz was just to be
Freaking
a decent
50?
Maybe.
Probably 94.
All right, so
Probably is, but that's still 45 higher than Dak
so
Prescott.
the 12th.
Stop it. Dak hasn't even thrown a pass yet. Stop.
Yeah, hey, let's keep it that way.
So
Dude.
the 12th. So 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Cowboys
12.
preseason opener.
But the first time he throws a touchdown in the game, actual game, not preseason, I'm like, whoa, that's my dude right
That's
there.
my dog. That's my
God.
dog.
I know. I just think Ferguson's legit. I liked him in college. I was pumped when they drafted him, and now he gets to be.
So he's the
man.
one.
He gets to be the man now.
He's the one. Okay.
Yeah.
Was he
So-
here last year?
Yeah, he was a rookie.
Okay.
Remember he had that play where he hurdled that guy?
That's right.
Isn't that when all the tight ends all came together and on the field, and they're like, "Oh, what's up? You did it."
Oh, they
remember
were all like-
Remember that?
yeah,
They were all like in a circle, and they were like, "Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Is that a shimmy or?
Woof.
yeah, just shoulders." A lot of that. Awesome.
They still have the same backup QB.
God, yes.
What's
Cooper Rush?
Yeah, Cooper.
Yeah. Start him. Start that dude
We believe in Cooper Rush. Hey, didn't he win like 4 or 5 games?
in a row.
He didn't. The freaking defense did.
Oh, of course. He can't even
Look
get
at
his
his-
due.
We have one. So we
no,
have
I get. Hey, look at his numbers
We
in
have
those games.
both ends of the spectrum.
All
on
he had
this
to
show.
do-
We have over-hater of Dak, and we have the over-rater of Dak.
Yes.
I'm
He's
talking
somewhere in the middle.
And the
We're talking about Cooper Rush.
and
We're
the
not talking about Dak.
over-hater
I know.
of Cooper Rush, who's a backup quarterback. He's not going to put up numbers like a starting
No,
quarterback.
but I think Cooper Rush, people think he's a little better than what he is. He's a game manager, and he does.
He's
like
what?
A gay manager?
game manager.
Oh, it's like, what does that have to do with
He's a
anything, Blake?
decent. He's a decent backup, but he is a backup. When some people are like, he's better than.
Well, you
that.
got to have him around to manage the gays too. I mean, because you
All
can't.
I'm saying is he came in, and when it was time to do work,
Maybe that's why Danny likes him.
Yeah.
4 in a row. Oh yeah, because
That's why.
Yeah. I saw also or heard also that the over and under in Vegas on Cowboys wins is only like 9.5, and you two scrubs guessed 13.
we told you
So
though.
tell me why you're not putting $500,000 on this.
We also
if y'all are
told
that
you-
confident.
we also told you
Y'all
when
are
we were
saying that
done,
they're going to win 4 more games than that.
but we told you when they were done, this is not going to be right. Like we knew that was going to be right.
I mean, they have had back-to-back 12-win seasons.
Well, put the money up.
Well, how many money?
9.5, dude. 9.5.
They're winning more than freaking 9 games.
Okay, let's go.
hey, if you're so sure,
You even had them winning more than that.
I had them winning
11.
11, but after now I want to take it back because Brock Purdy's going to be there. I said he wasn't going to be there, and I said they were going to beat San Francisco, which is
That's just
stupid.
one game.
I still think they'll beat San Fran. Brock Purdy, he can be gun shy this year.
He Purdy.
He can be gun shy because he got hurt last season.
I don't know about that.
Look what happened to Dak.
Yeah, I think Dak's going to have a good year personally.
I hope he does. I pray he does.
I really do think he is.
But how many more years are we going to be like, this is Dak's year? Dak's going to do it. We do the same thing with the Cowboys in general.
Yeah, that's a Cowboy thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
That's not a Dak thing.
It's like being a Longhorns fan, isn't it?
Yeah. God.
Jesus.
They-
The
yeah, they're
struggle.
picked to win the Big 12.
Here we go.
They're picked to win the
Preseason
Big 12.
rankings come
Last
out.
year of Big 12, and they're picked.
Big 12 champs and top 5 rating. Here we go.
Yep.
And what, 7-5?
Yeah, God.
At the Alamo Bowl or
Did
whatever
I see
again?
where the Big 12 is running through Lubbock this year? Didn't the coach over there say that?
They
God.
they are picked.
Probably did.
They are picked like second or
That might have been a Zen quote.
third.
Yeah.
They're picked
Yeah.
ahead of TCU.
Well, TCU lost like everybody.
Yeah, it might be a rough year for TCU this year, but they got some transfers and they got. I mean, they'll figure it out. But
Well, it
it
looks
might,
like
it might be a rough year.
Colorado's coming back to the Big 12.
And it looks like Oregon may.
So now they have like 13 teams in there?
Well, this is next year when
Yeah, it
because
looks
Texas and Oklahoma is leaving.
looks like Oregon may come. What? So
Utah maybe too.
if
They
that
said-
happens, does that mean that USC and UCLA will go Big Ten? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hearing that's gonna. Where did the Big 12? Where's Arizona and Arizona State right now?
They
Because that was a rumor for Big 12 too, but
Yeah.
I don't think that
That's
happened.
one
They're in Arizona.
Yeah. WAC, I believe. That's their conference.
The WAC?
Yeah,
That's Tarleton's conference.
I know.
Yeah, so I think
I heard
yeah,
Tarleton's coming to Big 12.
Tarleton will. If they come to the Big 12, look out, Tech. You're dead.
Everything runs through Stephenville.
Everything will run through Stephenville, Stephenville, Texas.
It's just because they're going to take that detour to drive and kind of wave as they go to the
Exactly.
next one.
Well, next
Exactly.
year it'll be interesting because you got Texas, Oklahoma going SEC, and then you also have the playoffs jump into like 12 teams.
Yeah,
That'll be pretty cool. I'm ready. I'm just ready for
exciting times coming up. Get out of this damn summer.
Yeah.
I have a trip coming up next. We leave Thursday to go to Corpus for 5 days. We got a little VRBO place down there, Airbnb, whatever. Little condo down there. And do some beaching and some fishing. And there's a little place where you can fish at the place. I mean, it's got docks and all that, so the boys can fish and I can take a nap and they can leave me alone. We got a pool there. Then we'll go out to the beach every day and looking forward to that and just relaxing a little bit before school gets going again.
I hate the beach.
We're about to get into that. So that's my vacation. Mystery guest, you got a vacation coming up, or have you been vacationing all summer?
All summer, been at it. Been on the road. Been to Atlanta twice.
Man.
June and July.
What a vacation.
North Carolina.
You drive, you fly.
Drive.
Oh,
Yep.
It's a pretty drive, though.
ATL.
It's easy drive.
I like
It's long,
that. I really do
easy.
like that drive.
Yep.
It's not bad.
How long does it take you to get there?
12 hours.
Well, it's not bad. 12
So-
hours? Why does it take us 37 to get to Florida?
We did that in 12 hours.
It did not seem like 12 hours.
I told y'all before, if I have to go east, I don't mind driving at all. I like the drive east. You start sending me west.
It's because the further west you go, the bigger the states are.
Yeah,
And so
and
you're not flowing through states to make you feel like you're.
I think the South, though, Southeast, I love Louisiana. Some people hate it. I love Louisiana. I love Mississippi, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. I think that's all beautiful.
Yeah.
All beautiful country.
Yeah.
If you can stay away from Atlanta, the outskirts of Atlanta is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Did you catch a Braves game?
I did, yep.
How's that stadium?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drove
Not
down
a
there.
bad seat in the house.
Yeah, when we went, when Ty played there, he went to a game. I drove down there to pick up a couple other dads that were in bad shape. And it looked really cool down there. I didn't get out and go in. I was still,
The Braves are the favorites, aren't they, right now?
shit, they're badass.
I guess.
Daniel, what I mean,
My favorite. I'll tell you that.
yeah, they're legit for sure.
Yeah, we did that, and then we went to the Braves AAA affiliate, Gwinnett. Gwinnett Stripers. Got a guy that we know that pitches for them, and he got his tickets. Got the team tickets.
He's a local kid, right?
He is. He's from Weatherford.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
he got y'all tickets? You know how much money that
Yeah.
cost him?
0.
Oh.
Have you
Attendance is like 100 there.
Oh, yeah,
at those
yeah.
games.
Yeah, no
have
doubt.
you ever stopped at and done the Braves affiliate in Jackson?
Nope.
The Jackson, Mississippi, but can't think of the damn team. But yeah, it's a cool stadium too, right there. We've stopped, did a halfway deal and spent the night and went to a game there. I'm drawing a blank, but
The mud bugs.
it seriously could be the Mudcats or something like that. I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's cool.
You ever been to a
I thought
railroad?
that was Carolina.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think
Carolina
you're right on
You
that.
ever been to a Railroaders game?
Yeah,
No?
I have.
Do they get a lot of people showing up for that?
No, but
I
it's
saw
cool.
their
It's
stadium.
really neat.
I saw the stadium. I went down that way one time.
That stadium is cool to first of all to play in. I've been fortunate enough to both of my kids have played in it, and it's cool to watch a game there. It's a really good layout and setup, and there's always a breeze up. They got this nice breezeway up top, and the way they got it set up, there's always a good breeze blowing through there, even when it's hot as shit outside. But it's a really cool stadium. And last year, Easton's Texas Edge team. Because you can, they're a small, that team is small, so they'll do things with the community. It's real easy. You email them all that. And they brought Easton's team there and introduced them like they were playing
Oh, yeah.
whatever position, and then they ran out to that position. So it was cool as hell. The boys ate that up.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so that was neat, and then we watched the game. Yeah, that's fun.
They get a lot of people there, though?
No,
Like
I mean,
100,
more than 100 probably, but I mean, it's and more in the summer. That it's so damn hot, but it's cool. I liked it, and then we've had some travel stuff there too before. I mean, sometimes you'll get put there. Ty played a playoff baseball game there once, which was a high school game, which was cool. And those things are packed. When the high schools are there, they obviously draw more than the Railroaders do. But
Yeah.
that's a neat thing. I mean, I'm glad they've got it there. And it helps these. The players that play on those teams are guys that are still trying to make it. They're independent teams, so every once in a while you'll see
So they're not affiliated with anybody?
no, right.
Oh, okay.
So every once in a while though you'll see if you follow the Cleveland Railroaders on any kind of social media, you'll see that one of their pitchers gets signed by the Angels or whoever, not the major league team, but into their system and then go to the minor league. So it's a stepping stone into the minor league system, and a lot of guys use it if they've been injured. A couple of times, and they kind of.
So that's more like a semi-pro.
Well, they call it
independent.
professional. I mean, I would think it's more than semi-pro. I mean, it's professional baseball. It's just not affiliated with a major league team. It's independent.
They get paid?
Yes, yeah, they do get paid. I mean, probably not a lot, but and they bust everywhere. And
A few years ago, Palmero and his kid was there.
That was genius of the team to do that. It was one of their first years here. Rafael Palmero and his son. His son had just finished college, and he was trying to get going playing pro ball. And they the Railroaders got his son on their team, and then they signed Rafi to play. So he DH only at home.
Yeah.
He didn't travel.
Yeah.
But it was genius marketing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, people were there it was packed then. And he would take pictures with all the fans and all that. And that was a neat deal. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to go to the game, it's not expensive. It's pretty cheap. I mean, good concession stands, serve beer, everything. I'd go. It's fun. And one of the nights they'll do Friday night or Saturday night, they'll let the kids run the bases after the games, and every once in a while they'll do fireworks and shit like that. So it's fun. But yeah, so you also went to what, Alabama? Sorry, we got off on a sideways.
Went through Alabama. We didn't play in Alabama this year.
Oh, that's right.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Come on and raise up.
Yeah.
That's what we listened to last
So
night.
you went and saw family up there?
Saw family. Yeah, I've got a uncle that's not doing too well, and I hadn't seen them probably 10 years.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And wanted to make it up there before,
Well, good for y'all. Any other?
Thanks for bringing that up, jerk.
Yeah, my bad. Stepped right in that bear trap. Any other plans before school starts?
Nope, that's it.
No.
Hell, school starts in a week.
Y'all's?
The 7th?
August 7th, next Monday.
Holy shit! I think ours starts the 15th.
They're starting it earlier because they're doing the 4-day weeks. So
Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot
so
y'all
they
do
start
that.
because usually it's like the 22nd.
Does Weatherford do that?
Nope.
We don't either.
No, they're real school district.
Catch up with the times, guys.
We Granbury and Weatherford, they actually paid their electric bills, so on Fridays we can have electricity.
Yeah, we get here.
I get it. No, I think it's cool for kids for
Wish
sure.
they had it when I was in
Not
school,
sure
man.
how it is for parents, but I know the kids love it.
I know the parents that got to pay an extra day, and
Right.
that sucks because
Yeah.
that stuff's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care because my kids, they're old enough they can.
He's let him run wild for a
Yeah.
long time.
Screw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Walk
Put
home,
a
I don't
bell-
care.
If
Just put a
Blake's
bell around
kids
it.
were like, if they were 9 and 10,
Yeah.
you know what he would do on Fridays? Him and Chas, they would leave the house, lock the door with the kids outside, and they'd say, "We'll be home at 5.
Just put a bell around.
Y'all
their neck.
figure it out."
Just put a
Yeah.
bell. Just put a bell on them.
Yeah, y'all figure it out.
You got to learn how to do something every
Yeah.
now and then.
Go through town and figure it out.
So are school days longer than normal?
They are, but not much.
But
I think
they
they
just-
added like 45 minutes to
Yeah,
the
but
day.
they start just a little earlier and they last.
Yeah, so I
It's
mean,
not. I think I don't know what time junior high gets out, but like Travis they got out at like 3:45, but they started like 7:50. So
yeah.
it's not like
bad.
it's not like you're.
I'm intrigued by it. I think it's pretty cool, especially for the kids. But as a parent, I get it if you don't like it because that's a big expense at the end of the year.
Is that something they did just to try to keep teachers from leaving?
Yeah, because every other district around us.
I think
4 days.
I mean,
And
right
we
now
had a bunch leave.
Right now, ours in Weatherford isn't, but I think eventually everyone
If
it'll
it
be that
works,
way. It'll be that
if,
way
if
everywhere.
people see it working, not affecting, why would they not? But
I think eventually it'll go that way because you're saving overall. You're saving money. I mean, the electricity thing you have to be. I mean, lights are off.
No.
But lunches, school lunches,
Yeah.
like that. They're
Well, I
not.
think they
So
still.
are those not work days? Fridays not work days
I
for
think the
teachers? Are they still
teachers
going to school?
I don't think all teachers. I know the admin still has to work. Because the district service complex has to stay open, and
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
principals
sure.
and some secretarial staff have to be there. But teachers can use that as a work day to catch up.
Teacher,
on stuff,
if you're a teacher out there, hit us up on the Facebook.
I think they're in the middle of their 3-month vacation. So they're not.
Teachers got it so easy.
Oh, I tell my wife all the time. She's a teacher. And like you get 3 months in the summer, you get 2 months during Christmas. I mean, when do you work? You know?
Yeah,
that goes over well.
And the kids are but they don't have to put up with anything. The kids are so sweet.
I know. Yeah, no.
No drama. Especially what did you teach in junior high?
Yes.
Oh, they're so
that's,
sweet.
There's no
No
drama.
attitudes. No
Yeah.
attitudes.
No.
No shitty parents.
Oh,
It's got to be
let me
great.
tell you.
It's got to be great.
Well, you look at me and nod your head to me.
No. Just saying.
I'm the shitty.
You might have been one of those kids back in the day.
Then we could do a whole other podcast on that. Call it shitty parents.
Oh, I could tell you some stories about some
Yeah.
Crazy parents.
Right. So I'm, like I said, heading to Corpus, so that's my vacation. I think a couple people just got back from a vacation.
We did. Look at that.
Juan's Deere. He has a John Deere shirt on that says Juan's Deere, Los Cabos. I like that shirt a lot.
It's got a jackass instead of a tractor on
Yeah,
it.
I like that. With a donkey on it instead of a deer.
Yep, we just got back from Cabo.
Woo!
That was pretty.
We were trying to escape the heat.
Oh,
We
yeah?
didn't do that.
It didn't work?
No, because they were hotter than usual while we were there.
Yeah.
They're going through it, too.
And when we left,
It went to normal.
they went back to normal.
Because they're normal, when I was looking at it, their normal's like around 86, right? The whole time we were there, it was like 96 to 98. And it's real humid there.
Yeah.
But
Weird.
It was relaxing, though. We had fun.
God, it was awesome.
So that was the main reason was a graduation trip for some guys, and then y'all kind of
Yeah.
tagged
It
along
turned
to
into like
have
just
fun
a
with them.
family
That's
vacation.
awesome. And the guys who the trip was for, the graduation guys, did they go at it?
Yeah,
Oh, man. They had the funnest at it.
They went hard in the paint.
Good.
Every day.
Good for them.
Night. They were hitting clubs down in in the city.
Uh-huh.
And then they'd come back and they'd hit the nightclub that was on the
Yeah,
resort.
they hit up
and-
Senior Frogs.
Awesome.
Yeah, Senior Frogs. I'm
Yeah,
like,
hell
it's
yeah.
still open?
But no,
Hell yeah.
they had a blast because they were 18, so they got their bracelets saying
Wristbands.
that they're old enough to drink. And
Good for them. That's
just-
badass. They'll remember that shit for the rest of
They'd
their lives.
sit
Yeah.
at the bar and just give me a drink and 5 shots. And they're like, here you go. And they're just killing them.
You don't have to name any names if this happened, but was there any sickness?
yes,
Oh, dear.
That's a great story.
Oh, God.
So
one of them.
one of them should be in here talking to us
Yeah.
right now, but he had a long night last night, so he's not feeling too well this morning.
Okay. Yeah, we are missing a guy this morning. We're down a man.
So
We wanted Jason to tell this story, but I
we
guess we'll
we
have
did,
to.
but well,
You tell it and you can add stuff to it.
yeah, no, absolutely. So like we got there Sunday, right?
Yeah.
We got there Sunday, and we hung out in the pool and had a few drinks.
Yeah, we
We
got
didn't do
there
anything-
about 3.
Yeah, nothing crazy,
Mm-hmm.
Well, then Monday, our first full day. So, depending on which pool you go to, like some of them are just a pool, and then to the sides of them they have like 2 adult pools.
Okay.
That have like bars you can sit at and swim at bars and all that stuff. But the one, like the big one in the middle, it was just, and you got to get out of the pool and walk way over there and grab drinks and then come back. It wasn't. It's a nice pool, but it wasn't
Sure,
great.
sure.
Because, well, for me, for Blake, because we had kids that were too young to be sitting in the adult.
And this is all inclusive place?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So drinks or you don't
Yeah.
like it, get
Food,
them.
drinks.
Yeah, so we hung out with our kids, or mainly our daughter, because our son and his girlfriend are old enough to go do whatever they wanted to do. So we weren't going to be like, hey, you sit in the room while we go get
Yeah.
shit faced at the adult pool.
Right.
So we found the pool in the middle of the resort though, huge, and it's got this little kind of brick wall that separates the adult pool, where the bar is, from the regular pool. And it's big enough that my daughter hung out with a bunch of the other girls, and just she's right there, we could see her, and we would just kind of lean up against the wall. Some people would stay in the adult side of it. Some people, just because those are now the drink runners, which is me and Blake. But Facto, they got up Monday morning,
Yeah.
and they went to
Breakfast
This is
buffet.
fucking bullshit too.
Yeah.
They went to breakfast, the buffet breakfast. Facto sending me pictures, mimosas. He got a glass of mimosas, and Blake's there, and they're drinking mimosas, and I'm like, I'm on my way, dude. Well, my table. So like, when you walk up, there's tables out front, and then you can go inside, and there's inside tables, and there's tables kind of all over the place you can sit. So when you walk up, that's where they're sitting. I am literally 2 tables, like if you're looking at them, to the left, and then 1 table back, so around the corner. I'm the first table there. And I'm like, okay, Monday morning, drink some mimosas. I love mimosas.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I sit down. The guy walks up. He's like, hey, what can I get you to drink? I said, I want a mimosa. He goes, we don't have those. So now I'm going, oh, okay. So Facto's just sending me pictures of orange juice. He's just fucking around, whatever. We get done eating, and I go over there to talk shit to Facto, and he'd already left. But his boys were there, and they were like, man, these mimosas are phenomenal. And I'm like, no, they don't have mimosas. I know. Good job.
You got me.
And they're like, no, here. And I took it, and I was like, this is fucking mimosas. So they're literally like 2 tables away from me. but I guess that corner, for
It's like-
whatever reason,
I guess that was like the cutoff.
that was the cutoff. You couldn't get mimosas there, but right out front you could get mimosas.
What the hell?
I have no idea. So I was pissed off now.
So Facto started about 6 to 8 mimosas deep that morning. And
But the bars don't open up till 10.
Yeah, the
Like
pool
the pool
bars.
bars
Right.
don't open till 10.
Right.
So now it's like 7:30. In fact, those 8 mimosas deep.
Oh,
So then we're sitting in the pool waiting. It's funny, we're all sitting in the pool waiting for that bar to open. Everybody's looking
and
at
he's
it.
got, so not only has he got 8 mimosas, but I mean, you got to think, he's got 8 glasses of orange juice in his stomach, just in the pool, just turning.
Yeah.
You know?
So, it was
Just
funny
turning.
because we're like vultures because we're sitting there. Finally, when we started seeing workers like opening up the bar, you see like the
Everybody's
herd
moving.
of
It
people.
was like a tidal wave.
Yeah, the waves start moving.
So then we sat there all day.
Oh yeah, then everybody came down in the pool. And we're just around that little separator and just bullshitting. Give me some more, drink some more, and anyway, Facto goes ham sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And so
Full
there's
on.
like this little.
Is he doing the just beer, or is he doing a
No.
little bit of
Oh, he's
everything?
doing frozen drinks,
We-
shots,
Everything.
Uh,
Micheladas.
micheladas.
That's
beer.
what I'm thinking. Okay.
Scooby Doo's.
Scooby Doo's.
All right.
But so then, like Monday night, they were going to have a jungle party.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a pool that's maybe, I don't know, knee deep,
Yeah, it's like for adults only.
and they shoot
have
foam
these-
into it, and they got a DJ up there and
Oh,
lights.
you sent a video of that, or Jason did. That
Jason
was
did.
awesome
Jason,
looking.
That was the night. we're
That was
talking
that
It was
Monday night.
awesome looking.
So Jason's like, I'm going to that.
Foam party.
So him and Robin went, and I guess Eric and Bethany
Yeah.
went, and all the boys went, and I'm like, nah. In fact, I was like, let's go. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go. So we go back to the room. In fact, I'll send videos. You bitches, where you at? Blah blah blah.
And yeah, so we see him the next day, and he's like, "It's like, so what time did you get home? Blah blah blah. What y'all?" And he's like, "Oh, we were in bed by like 9." But then he said he woke up and he couldn't sleep, and he's in the shower. He said, and he just starts. "Brrr." He said he's waffle stomping. he waffle stomped the vomit in the sauna.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah. So after that, he went pretty easy for the rest of the trip. Like, he probably had 8 drinks the rest of the time, because
God.
he went too crazy the
Waffle
first night.
stomping in the shower.
Yeah, so Blake told me that he was like, man, Facto waffle stomp last night, and I go, what?
But it wasn't poo. It
Right.
was
Because the drains, they're not like the circular drain that with the grates. It was just like this long, skinny
line.
line.
Okay.
I'm like, how does he waffle stomp that?
He said he just.
Oh god.
But
How was the food? Food good?
it was.
The
okay.
buffet was phenomenal.
Okay.
I don't know if anything was phenomenal.
The breakfast buffet was phenomenal.
Breakfast buffet was phenomenal.
We would. They have like a steakhouse, an
Oh,
Italian
the
place.
steakhouse.
They have a Mexican restaurant. Anyway,
Blake says it's not a steakhouse.
so we go to the steakhouse. No, we
Yeah.
go. So we go to the steakhouse like Tuesday night.
We went to this. That was the night when Facto and them were
Oh,
all
was
partying
it?
because that's why they weren't with us.
Okay.
So it was like we decided we're going to go to a sit down.
Yeah.
They have a steak thing. So
Have a nice dinner.
Yeah. So
my family, Daniel's family,
and David's family.
yeah, we all went and sat down, and we're all getting except me and Daniel excited about
I'm
the
like,
steak.
I'm gonna get a good steak, rare, just like
These-
I like it.
These son of a bitches were about that thick
Maybe
Maybe.
they were wafer thin,
and tough as shit.
and every steak looked exactly the same.
Yeah, no matter how you said you wanted it cooked.
Right.
No, just even the appearance of it.
Right.
It's like they have a mold in the back and they're just pouring.
I think it was goat or something because that was bad.
But I was like, I'll take
Not
mine
good.
rare. The rarest you can get it, they just bring it rare. And they're like, okay. They set mine and Blake's down. I go,
Same.
okay.
Yeah. So after that, we never
But
did.
I got shit faced that night because of the wine.
Oh, you drink
So
wine?
I was like, hey, yeah, I'll take a glass of wine. You want red
Oh,
or
yeah, I forgot
red or
you-
wine? I go, I want red. So they bring it to me, and like other people got wine too. And Tristan got a glass of red wine. He goes, nope. Passes it down the table to me, and I'm like, yeah. And I took mine. So now I have his, and I'll take another one. Man, I got that wine did me dirty, man.
Was it Boone's Farm?
No, it was Juan's farm.
Juan's Farm?
And one night, so every night they do they'd have a show going
Theme
on.
show or something?
Michael Jackson
Oh, yeah.
impersonator.
Nice.
He was good, but somebody was really having a good time.
Oh yeah. So
He just, the whole time he's dancing.
Uh-oh.
I mean, he's up dancing the whole
Dancing
time.
Danny.
People
did
are
it.
looking at him, and
No,
he's just,
no video of this.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
my daughter's got some.
So I'm in the hotel room, and Blake's like, "Hey, I think we're gonna go see that Michael Jackson impersonator." And like, I got a little spin going on, you know. And my daughter, she's like, "Hey, I want to go." And I'm like, "Okay." And Tasha, she just doesn't want to go. Something had her messed up down there. Maybe like allergies or whatever had her messed up down there, and so she did headache all day long. And I'm like, "Okay, it's no different than Texas."
Shocking.
Yeah. And so we're walking. And our hotel or our villa was the furthest away from everything.
Of course.
It's so far. So now we're walking. My daughter's like, "I'm excited. I want to go and see this." And I'm like, yeah, me too. And I'm just going, oh, my head's just spinning. And I'm trying to walk a straight line, but I'm pretty sure I was just doing this
Off the wall.
side to side the whole way. And so we get down there, and I kind of feel a little bit better, and I get me a drink.
Michelada, that was a spicy one.
And I got me a michelada again. Those are so good.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just, okay, I feel a little bit better. And Michael Jackson's up there dancing on stage doing his stuff, and I'm out there in the crowd I'm just getting it. Just,
Oh, just, I mean, he's all over the place dancing.
Hey,
He's,
people were like, this guy, he should be on
He
stage.
should be the guy doing it.
Yeah.
man, that's what they look like they were thinking.
Is there a possibility of those videos being released?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like I
what
said,
we can do
Audrey
there.
got a couple of.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do there.
Yeah, she can get the videos. My daughter can.
So overall, was it a? I mean, we're not done. I'm just like the day. It was more of a day go hard during the day
Yeah.
and turn it in early.
Kinda. It was like
I mean-
the boys, like I said, the young boys, they were.
Well,
going.
yeah.
But us, it would be like about 9 o'clock. Everybody was.
Well, they would shut down the bars,
like
like pool bars, at 6 o'clock
Okay.
because they wanted to kind of herd everybody
Yeah.
up to where the
Clubs and the scenes are.
well, that and the shows they were putting on and stuff.
yeah.
Kind of herd them up front and get them to eat something. And they had bars up there too. And I was like, why are you closing the pool? I'd be in this damn. I never got out of the pool.
yeah.
Not one time.
Seemed like it'd be fun at night.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know? It keeps
You could
it-
stay in the pool, but you just couldn't drink in the. You know, there was no
Bars
bar.
were-
There was no bar open, so I'm
kinda
out.
stupid.
I'm out.
So
Seems
usually
like
when that happened, everybody would go eat, and then just start.
We did go through like to the little town there. Remember we went got the taxis and those vans and
we
went
did
downtown?
one day of shopping, hitting the markets up
Okay.
and stuff.
Did you feel safe?
Yeah. Like when we were leaving, the guy that drove us back to the airport, he was very talkative, very nice guy, and he was telling us all about that area. And he's like, "It's just resorts everywhere. The rest is desert. There's nothing out here but this resorts." You know.
Yeah.
So he said, "This is government controls this area. They want it. You know,
They want it. Yeah,
Safe.
so they
safe.
keep it because I mean there's Jennifer Aniston's place, there's George Clooney's block. He said because it's like an hour and 45-minute private jet from L.A. to there.
Yeah.
So all these celebrities got places there, so it's pretty.
Gotcha.
They keep it pretty safe. It's
Gotcha.
not like
What resort did you guys stay at?
the Rio Santa Fe.
Is it do they still do all inclusive?
yeah, that's what we did. It was all inclusive,
Thanks for listening to the show.
and
Sorry,
it's
I
actually,
just
it
got here.
actually wasn't bad because I mean it was like for 4 nights, plane tickets, everything was $900 something bucks.
Yeah, it was, what
bad.
940 something
Yeah.
like that.
Awesome.
So I mean it's not bad, and it's a 2-hour and like
So
20-minute flight.
so we land in Cabo, and they're like, all right, and, you know, when the minute you get there,
You got to have a drink.
yeah, no, absolutely, but the minute you get there,
They're on you.
well, just getting into, and we thought it was customs. It's not even customs. It's
No.
just, I don't even know what it was. You got to go through this
You stand in one line for like
700-hour line.
30, yeah, for like 30
You
minutes.
go
and-
through, and they're like, "What are you here for? Vacation." I'm like, all right, how many of y'all on this? How many bags y'all got for what? You know, whatever we had. And they're like, all right, see y'all later. I'm like, oh, that was easy.
Yeah, we
Customs?
think, okay.
That was easy as shit.
No.
Okay. So then we on our way, and then now there's a customs line,
so
right?
ba- yeah.
and they have like
Pre-customs?
I guess, and then they have like 2 people there, and there's 8,000 planes that just came in, and now there's another long ass line. But the minute you get past customs, now it's like, hey, you got a ride already?
Yeah, I mean they are on you.
We're like, yeah, we got a ride. Who's your ride through? And then like Chaz, Blake's wife was the one that booked it all. She's like, oh, it's this whatever this.
Oh
or-
yeah, come over here.
yeah, come over here. No, like right here, this guy right here. And so we go and we talk to this guy, and he's like, all right, so all right. And he's like, oh, hey, come bring the big one. They got 20 people or whatever they had. Whatever we had, 12, whatever it was. Bring the big bus. And he's like, okay, so you want excursions? You want to go on a boat? You want to do this? And I'm like, no.
We want to get to the...
We've got a big group with us. I don't know what they have planned, so we'll see. They're like, okay. But buy from here, but don't buy from the resorts because it's cheaper here than it is there. And we're like, oh, okay. And then you go past that section. Now there's another section of, and they're like, "Hey, so you got
same thing.
We've already got rides. All right, you go talk to this guy. He's the guy." And we're like, "No, we don't. We just want to get to our. No, you got to talk to this guy. He's the guy that has your ride." And we're like, "Okay, it's the same fucking thing." So now I'm at another counter. And I'm like, "No, okay, we're leaving. Let's go. And then you go out to where everybody's waiting for taxis, and everybody's also trying to get you to take their taxi. We're like, "No, we've already paid one. Oh yeah, that's us." We're like, no, it's not you. We're looking for a guy in a...
Yeah, both those people we talked to had nothing to do with their ride. They act like they did. It had nothing.
God.
So finally, Chas is looking through a thing, and it says, like, it gives a description. He'll be wearing a green polo shirt and black pants. So we're looking for that. And we're not seeing them. And I'm like... Finally, I see this guy. And it's like... So we're going to talk to him, and he had the actual...
Yeah, so we get just like a regular...
van.
Astro van, or, those big old... cargo vans or whatever for us. Well, Facto, they were like in a...
They got like a party bus.
They had a cooler of beer and and they're drinking. He's sending us pictures. We're just drinking on the way to it's a 45-minute drive to the resort.
Music playing.
Oh, yeah.
We get in there. The guy hands
me the aux
He's
cord.
like, music, and then Daniel's just trying to talk to him because he's like...
He's falling asleep while he's driving.
That was our ride.
Oh, dear.
And I'm like... And so every time he was trying to kind of keep himself awake, shaking his head and moving, whatever. But then he'd kind of get comfortable and his eyes would start closing. And I'm like, hey, so what is that over there?
And just start talking to him.
And he's like, yeah. I'm like, no, what is that? He was like, oh, that's a
soccer
stadium.
Soccer.
I'm like, okay. Well, I mean, who plays there? Is that your team? And he's like, just nodding off. And I'm looking at Blake going, Blake couldn't really see him because he was right behind him.
I couldn't see him, so I just thought Daniel was talking. And when we got off, he goes, you see that some bitch was trying to fall asleep? I was like, no.
Like, it was bad.
So that was our ride. Fact on them's ride. They're woo!
Stripper poles.
Yeah.
Like,
How much Spanish did you speak on this trip?
Quite a bit,
He did
actually.
pretty good. He came
Were you
in.
the communicator?
Very cool.
Yeah, and so the guy that took us back to the airport, he was like, in Spanish, he was like, how do you know how to speak Spanish? Like, why are you speaking Spanish? Because he spoke English really well, but I didn't know that, so I'm speaking to him in Spanish. And he's like, why do you speak Spanish so good? And I'm like, she's Mexican. My mom's I actually said my mom's from Mexico, but she's not. She's actually German. So, and he's like, oh, okay, good. And then, like, gas down there was cheap as shit.
Yeah, it wasn't that expensive, but
Not here.
No, he goes, where y'all from? He said, Texas. And he goes, like, I said, it's like $3
$3 a
$3
gallon.
a gallon. He goes, why is it, y'all make it there? Why is it so expensive? And I go, I don't fucking
Don't get
know.
me started.
Don't get me started. I don't know.
Yeah, he was pretty nice too.
$3.50 in Granbury right now. By the
Yeah,
way.
it was a pretty relaxing. We did one day where
Oh, Blake loved the boat trip.
so
We
The
did.
last
All
full-
of us took a boat trip.
So the last full day we were there, Robin or some Bethany had talked to some guy that works there, and he's like, "Yeah, you come down right out of the resort. The beach was there. Go down there. They got a boat that'll take you. There was this island that had rock formation stuff, and there's beaches on there. So this boat is going to take you out there.
It's like Lover's Beach, and that's like in the Sea of Cortez, so the Gulf of it.
And then on the other side,
And on
it's
the other, like you can walk to the other side, and that's the Pacific Ocean,
yeah."
and that's called Divorce Beach.
Oh, wow.
I said, and that's why I was like, "Hey, drop me off at Divorce Beach,
Yeah, drop me
please."
off on that one.
So anyway, we go. They made it sound like you're going to walk out. The boat's there. So we're talking to this guy. He's getting money from everybody. He's like, "Okay, I got to walk down there for the boats can't come here. It's not safe. Swimmers, you got to go down there." And
He
it
goes,
was like,
he goes 8 minutes.
And-
8 minute walk.
and their beach. So it's hot as hell. Their sand is that real grainy,
Mhm.
like.
Easy to walk in.
Yeah,
And we were walking at like a.
like a 45-degree angle.
And I got this bag that I'm carrying like the beer and the stuff. And everybody's just walking through this shit. Walking through, and my lower back just
They don't have
starts-
some golf carts and
No.
shit to take you?
Oh yeah, if you want to pay for them.
My lower back just started. Finally, I look at Daniel. I was like, You got to take this shit. My lower back's killing me. People are dropping out.
You had to sit down.
And the only thing I keep thinking about is we got to make this walk when we get
When
back.
you get back.
And we did. So we go and check out the islands and everything. The boat had a little cutout where you could see like the fish and stuff. And we stayed on that island for like an hour or so. And then we drive it back. And it was just a ass whoop, really. Everybody.
The water was nice and cold.
Yeah.
So to get in the water was fine. Yes, the walk sucked,
But you had to do it because we saw some pretty cool stuff
Yeah.
and everything. But yeah, that was
Blake loved it. On the way,
I was washing sand out of my ass for days.
God, yeah, no, I was like, I don't have any sand on me, and I go to take a shower, and apparently my sack hit a lot. I don't know how there was any sand left on the beach because it was all under my sack.
Looked like a mud flap.
Oh, God. Ugh.
But that was the last full day, and then we just chilled out, and we had to leave pretty early the next morning.
Yeah, no, so I guess Bechtel was really the only one that went to Hammertown, you know.
went-
Well, I mean, the boys did though, but I
was
brought Liquid IV, all those little packets,
Yep.
and I'm like, here you go,
Passing
guys.
those out.
Y'all, especially Tuesday morning, I'm like, y'all need these, and they're like, oh, thank God, and they're just chugging them.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Y'all sent a couple of pictures to us during it looked fun. Tristan,
he went to his room. We were in the pool, and he had to go do a little paperwork, if you know what I mean. So he goes, I'm sitting down, and I look down, and they had their towels on the floor. He goes, and I see a little spider come crawling out of it, and I go, oh, that sucks. He's like, yeah. He goes, so then it went like back into the towel. He goes, so I stomped on the towel, and all these little baby spiders came out. And I go, no way. He goes, burn it down. Just burn the whole fucking resort down. Don't ever do that. So I guess
terrible.
they came and fumigated or something and cleaned them up. I don't know what they did. It's insane.
Well, I'm glad y'all had a good time. Sucked for one of the guys didn't get their passport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got
Sorry,
it,
David.
He got it like
The
a
day
week
we got
out.
back?
Well, the day we got back, he got approved, and then like the next week he got it. Paid
What a
expedite
shit show.
fees and everything.
I mean,
Yeah, he paid to have it extra money to have it expedited and all this other stuff. Oof.
if I was him, I'd go by myself to Mexico.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
I said, man, you got 10 years. Now you got 10 years, you don't have to worry about it. He goes, we may never go again.
Yeah.
So that's a long process to get
They're
passport?
backed up.
Typically, it's they'd say make sure you have at least 13 weeks.
Yeah.
And so we all had at least 13
Oh,
weeks
man,
when
we
we
had
got it. We probably had 18 weeks.
Because we even
But
asked.
like yours came relatively quick. So
We even-
I think they all did it about the same time, right?
Well, yeah, and we even asked them when we were getting them.
Do we need
Do we need
expedite?
expedite? No, you got plenty of time. And so my girls came in a month before we went. My wife's, she
Oh.
wasn't getting it. She wasn't getting it. Like it kept saying, because you check it online and just say processing. When it said like approved or completed, you usually get like 2 days. So the last week and a half, 2 weeks before going on a trip, it's her and the Blues just scrambling, trying everything
Yeah,
they can.
no one in the
going
Blues
to
family had theirs.
calling. You sit on hold for 2 hours just for somebody to tell you there's no appointments to go, even to Dallas or anywhere in the country. There's no appointments to go get. And finally, she found something. Somebody was like, "Go to your Ted Cruz's website. There's a thing on there to fill out for passport help." So she filled it out and wrote like a little,
And they'll advocate for you to hurry up and get it.
and that worked. Like a
And then you can do to who's our representative?
Williams.
Yeah, Roger Williams. So you can also go to his website and kind
But
of
the
do
Ted
it.
Cruz, all of a sudden, Chas got like contact from somebody at Ted Cruz's office saying, "Hey, we're on it." And that was like the Tuesday before we were leaving on a Sunday.
Wow.
And then the next day it was approved, and she got it on Thursday. We flew out Sunday. The Blues got theirs Friday, besides David. So it was like that last week was a little nerve-wracking.
Damn it. That sucked for him.
Well, David, he actually says, he goes, I think I screwed myself because one of the times he called,
It was
literally,
like the first time
he had
called.
like 3 phones going on at one time, just trying to get a hold of somebody on every phone.
Yeah.
So maybe somebody else would maybe give him something, a little bit of hope, But the first time he called, they're like, oh yeah, so okay, you got to pay the extra money to expedite it, and then you got to pay another
So we had to
$50
pay
for this, and
we're talking. We had to pay like 4 passports to expedite all 4 of them individually, like $70-something a piece.
but plus the additional whatever the.
So then he was like, David's like, I told her this sounds like a racket.
This sounds like a damn racket.
And I was joking with him, saying she just took you and put you at the bottom of the pile.
Ooh.
And sure enough,
He's still in the bottom of the pile.
That sucks, man.
But besides that, I mean, that was the only bummer.
Yeah,
of the
I hated
trip.
to hear that. That's terrible. But I guess y'all drank one in his honor.
I drank quite a few in his honor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, good for y'all. Any other trips planned? Is that it
So
for this year?
Like I said, we got school in a week, so we ain't got
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I was telling Chess though, I said I do kind of. Everybody wants to go to the beaches all the time and stuff, but I was like, I want to next summer. Let's get a break, go somewhere away from the heat.
Let's go to the mountains.
Yeah,
we were talking about
So I
going
was
to
saying, we're
like
talking about-
Colorado
yeah.
or Montana. Or,
Yeah, get away from the
I'd
heat.
love to go to Montana.
Yeah,
I
something
think
like
that'd
that.
be cool as shit.
Yeah, get away from the damn heat. Get a break.
I just
from
want them to meet me in Montana because I want to see the mountains in their eyes.
Keep going.
Look, I've had all of this life I can handle.
Keep one more.
Just meet me underneath that big Montana sky.
Okay. And scene.
having another
Glad you got that
carport
in.
series.
He kept putting that on the script, and I kept erasing it, and he kept putting it.
We had
Awesome.
we had a nice carport series last night.
Yeah, y'all went. Apparently, I got here this morning to record, and Daniel told me to look inside Facto's truck underneath the carport, and there's about 92 empty beer cans in there. And they call it carport music series. Mm-hmm. So, especially in the summertime, you got to keep the truck running, I would assume, with the AC on. And they sit under the carport. This is how we entertain each other in Texas, by the way.
Oh yeah.
In Mineral Wells, outside of Mineral Wells, small town here. They sit in the truck with it cranked, with the AC on, listening to music,
Singing, talking shit.
talking shit about me and everybody else. I'm sure. Which, if you didn't, you're stupid. You should.
Then the phone calls start.
Yes.
They start
Oh, yeah.
calling some random people.
Got to start calling people and all that. And then
We
they
called-
named it Carport Music Series.
We called Zen.
Yeah, and Jason
We made-
loves to do it, and he's
We called Zen and made him listen to the Wallflowers.
Oh yeah.
We're like, we're gonna call you back in exactly like how long the song was. We want you to listen to this song. That was mainly Jason.
yeah. So
Alex Beatty.
They
we
went
talked
hard
to
last
him, too.
night.
Well, so I was in bed, and I get a call. Well, so I've been trying to text Blake and Facto. I'm like, hey, let's just get together, play some dominoes, drink some beers, just hang out, nothing crazy. And, and I started like noon, and no answer from either one of them. Then about 4:30, I was like, so I'm guessing no on the dominoes and beer, guys, huh? Just fucking no answer. I'm like, what are these jerks doing? Like, I know they're not so busy.
Right.
And,
That's not true. I liked your first thing.
so then I'm laying in bed. It's 9:30. My phone rings. It's Facto. Come on out, man. Carport Music Series.
Oh,
I said,
God.
I said,
That's his famous move.
I said, I said, I'm in bed right now. He goes, it's only 9 o'clock. This is 9:30. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock, man. Just, I mean, whatever. You got stuff to do tomorrow. I get it, but I mean, whatever. He goes, I said, well, let me see if Blake will go out there because I knew Blake wasn't there. I said, let me see if Blake wants to go out there. I said, I'll pick him up and we'll head out there. He's like, okay. So I text Blake, hey, you want to go? He's like, if you're driving, I said, yeah, I'll come pick you up.
I just left from out here because we were out here earlier because at a buddy's house we were doing. My daughter and 2 other girls were having like a combination pool party birthday thing. So me and Kobe were cooking for it. So after we got done with that, Facto and them were at his brother-in-law's pool. So we stopped there for like an hour or so. So around 9, we left. I don't get no more off Turkey Creek. In fact, was calling me saying, "Where am I at?" And I said, "I just left." Well, come back. And I said, "No, I'm good. I don't want to." And then when he's like, "You want to go have a few beers?" I was like, "If you're driving."
I didn't drink because I'm not a guy that just goes sit at my house and drink by
Yeah.
myself.
So he's like, "You want to go have a few beers?"
Okay.
And I was like, "That's fine." He's like, "Yeah, we don't stay. We got this to do tomorrow."
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay. And then
2 o'clock.
2 a.m. we leave.
Yeah, 2 o'clock.
Good for y'all, though. That's fun.
So on the way here, Fractal was like, "Nah, that's fine. Just go to sleep. Don't even worry about it." And I stopped at the store and I grabbed some beer. I grabbed 2 12-packs and I took a picture and I sent it to him. Fractal doesn't even respond.
Now you're thinking that son of a bitch went to bed.
Yeah. So then I'm driving down the road and Fractal's like, because Kobe was here.
Yeah.
He's like, "Man, Kobe said you're not even coming out." So now I take a video of me driving through downtown. And I get here and Fractal's like, "Y'all don't know shit about Daniel. Daniel, when he say he's going to show up, he's going to show up." And Blake steps out of the truck because he was like, "Not like Blake." And Blake steps out of the truck.
Well, he kept saying he had a flat. He had a flat, and I just
Yeah.
thought he was making it up.
Yeah.
To get us out here. And he even sends like a picture of it, and I said, "It's probably like
He
maybe
probably
it's like
left
it's a spare or something." Well, we pull up. No, sure enough, his back tire's flat.
Flat as shit.
Yeah, just completely.
You'll see it when we go out there.
He goes, "It's good, though. We can't do some back roading." I go, "Yeah, we're not going to back
No.
road anyway."
Yeah, we weren't planning on it.
Good for y'all.
Yeah, so.
I went to dinner last night and had 2 big beers and a small beer.
Ooh.
Where'd you go?
Mi Familia in Granbury.
All
I
right.
like Me Familiar.
Me too. It's good. We met some friends there and had
Have
dinner.
they
And
moved into a new building yet?
no, it's
That's the one right next to him, right?
Uh-huh.
Used to be the
way
barbecue
bigger.
joint.
Yeah, should be awesome, but they're still working on it. Looks good so far. The signs are up, but it'll probably be a couple months. But we love that food, and we went there with some friends, had some drinks. So I was still home by 8:30. You can do like I was talking about with y'all in the Mexico. That schedule sounds like it's something I could do.
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
said,
day drink,
Yeah,
and then
I would hang
Yeah.
with y'all on that. Like
like I
I
said,
could
we
do that.
get
'cause-
up, eat breakfast.
Yep.
Everybody go back.
Yep. Because I want to
And
be
get
up early.
done by
Like, I
9.
want to be up early.
Yeah,
I want to be in my room by 8 or 9.
no,
That's-
we
and
were
that was us every night. We were pretty much that.
Yeah.
I'm in on that.
So
They-
then you'd wake up and you wouldn't feel bad or nothing.
Because,
until you
like
leave.
I've said, what I've figured out at my age is you can do 2 a.m. shit at noon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I was trying, but nobody would answer.
all that stuff. Yeah, all that stuff we used to do late at night. You can do that shit during the day too,
Yeah.
and that's more fun.
And each room had like a fridge that was stocked with water, soda, and Dos Equis.
Nice.
And
And mixers.
yeah, they had like liquor bottles.
Yeah, and then they had 4 liquor bottles up above the fridge that you could just drink all you
And
wanted.
when housekeeping would come, they'd restock your
Balconies or no?
Yeah.
Like we were on the bottom, our which thank God
Like a
was on the
villa
bottom
thing?
floor.
Yeah, yeah.
So you just walk out and there's
Yeah.
fridge. Yeah, we had a balcony. We were on the second floor of
Awesome.
ours. So, but yeah, they just come and restock your fridge. So when we went to the island, everybody just took the beer out of the fridge and
Hell yeah.
Oh, let me tell you, there was one thing that pissed me off while we were there. One thing, and it was very.
oh yeah,
She
yeah.
is not here to defend herself.
I know, but she's gonna hear it. No,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're sitting in the pool, and my daughter, she makes friends with this wall.
Right.
You know, she'll make friends with anybody. So she met this little girl who was actually from Houston, and so they kind of hung out the last day. Well, the last couple of days they were hanging out in the pool and just playing together, or whatever. And the little girl didn't have parents at the pool with her, which I thought was weird, but whatever. So she just hung out with Addie, and Addie's not going very far, and we're sitting there drinking. Well, so it was me and were you on the pool? Or you weren't there yet? Or you were?
No, wait, I
Yeah, you-
just left
yeah.
before that happened.
Yeah, so I'm there on the bar side of the pool, and Facto's across from me, and then like all the ladies were there with us, hanging out and whatever. So then, like I see Tasha and Amanda Blue and maybe Lexus was there too, but this guy, he had a kid on had his little boy kind of on his back, and he's swimming around and the pool's what, waist deep.
Yeah,
Maybe
a little,
maybe
yeah.
chest deep. It's not a deep pool. He's kind of just wading around the pool with the boy, and he kind of goes over towards that little girl. But this is before I even knew that girl, whatever. But and the girl started talking to the boy, the little kid. I mean, he was young. That kid might have been 3 years old. He's a little kid. So she's talking to him. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe they know, whatever. And then he kind of swims over by the wall, like in between the girls, and he was like creeping them out a little bit.
Yeah.
And he came and he hung out by the wall and he'd swim off, and then he'd kind of swim and kind of go between all the ladies again. So Facto was like, "Hey man, give us some room. It's a big pool. You don't need to be coming in between everybody. We're sitting here talking. Just give us a little room." And
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, he's like, "Oh, sorry." And then you can tell he's a little drunk.
Mm-hmm.
he swims out by that little girl again, and like Addie and her were like throwing a ball or something to it, so they weren't close together. And he swims over by that girl, but like real close, like very, I don't know. And then I look at the girl, and her face is like very scared look. And so she starts making a beeline straight to my daughter. And she goes and she's like hugged up on my daughter and is like very scared, very, very obviously uncomfortable with this guy. And that guy's making just a straight beeline to that girl, my daughter. And by this time, my daughter's kind of scooted closer to Tasha. And finally, I'm like, hey, get the fuck away from these people. You're fucking making them uncomfortable. You need to get the fuck away. And he's like, oh, sorry. Well, then his wife comes up because he had his wife there with him, and they have a daughter there. And she starts getting in his ass and just chewing his ass out in the middle of the pool. And I was like, do you know that guy? She's like, I don't know who that is. I was just being nice to the boy because the boy said hi to me, and so I was being nice to him. I don't know who that is. I'm like, all right, well, just stay with us, Well, then we were all getting out of the pool. We were going to go eat some lunch. Well, her stuff was like on the other side of the pool. So we're getting our stuff together, and I'm watching her, and she's getting her stuff together. That guy gets out of the pool and starts walking towards that little girl again. Yeah, my same thought. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I told Addie, I said, hey, start walking that way. We started walking that way. I said, because the minute he stops and starts talking to that little girl, I said, we're going to have a fucking problem. So we start walking that way towards her, and she just grabs her shit and makes a beeline straight to us, and he just kept going. And I'm like, come on, we're walking. We're going to walk you to your room. Let's go. Yeah, but it was fucking weird. And I told my daughter, I go, that's why. Because she was like, hey, can me and her go to the water park?
Yeah.
Can me and her go do this? And I'm like,
That's
no. No, and I go, and that's why. That's why.
Did you see him anymore or just that one time?
We saw him the next morning, or that night.
That was the last.
We saw him the next morning.
That was the last day.
Lunch.
You said you saw him that morning at breakfast.
The next morning at breakfast. But I was like, this mother. Ooh, I was so pissed off.
That's why I was.
That's my biggest fear with having two daughters.
That's what, like I said, I had two girls there, and that's what.
But
that's why I'm always watching.
You don't let them out of your sight.
No.
Yeah, but then I'm going. But that girl was in this pool with no one that she knows around.
Yeah,
which is bullshit too.
Yeah,
Which that's why. At first I was like, okay, she knows them. But then when she looked scared as shit.
Well, yeah,
hugged up on my daughter and like hiding her face, and I'm like, okay, this is fucking enough. I've had enough of this guy.
Yeah, fuck that.
People just let their kids do whatever the fuck they want. Times aren't the same anymore. If we weren't there,
it ain't just daughters. I got my boys. I still don't let them out of my sight. I mean, that's just the way we are now.
No, like some people like to joke with me that I'm overprotective or over strict, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
No,
I don't care.
I don't envy y'all having daughters for sure, but even my boys, I don't when Easton's out. I mean, y'all remember when we were kids? Like we talked about, you could just leave the house and no cell phones, and you were at your own mercy.
Yeah.
Your parents are like, I guess they'll come home.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, when Easton asked to go down to his buddy Caleb's house, who's 2 houses down, half the time we watch him walk down there. You know what I mean? You're just like, and we live on a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
There ain't no traffic.
Okay, we know.
I'm live 360.
You know, for us, it's just even walking out the house to go to the car to get something out of the car.
Yeah.
You know, I have to have my son or me or
walk out there with
him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Walk out there with him. Yep.
So I got
Yeah,
cameras.
and you live in another rich area too.
That's false.
Well, you shouldn't be worried because you're with the
gated
community and all the security
I
guards.
don't think so.
He has a gated community.
Not
He has
yet.
a
We're
gated
working on it.
driveway.
No,
we're working on it.
Gay community.
Oh, a gay community.
Yeah.
My bad.
Very friendly.
It's
But
it's very friendly.
Yeah, it's the days of just letting your kids roam around for us is done. I mean, we're overprotective. If you want to call us that, that's what we are too. So
I just always tell the girls, I said, it ain't going to end well if something happens.
Oh yeah.
I'll burn the freaking town down trying to find you. So just don't be stupid.
But that was, again, thankfully it didn't happen to my daughter, but my daughter was there to see.
Yeah, so she can see the danger of it.
She can see the danger of something happening without me being there to make sure she's protected.
Yep.
And luckily, that girl was around other people that would protect her because we could clearly tell that was fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah, anytime my family goes to the store, I tell my wife, hey, make sure the girls stay with you. You keep an eye on them because that's again, that's my biggest
Oh yeah.
worry. You know,
Don't even let them wander off.
Yeah, because now I got a 17-year-old that drives, so she'll be like, me and Taylor, my younger one, are going to Sonic, or something, and I'm like, so
I'll follow you.
Life 360.
Yep.
Need to see how fast.
I mean, we got to let them go, but
Yeah,
God, it
it
sucks.
sucks.
It's not fun.
But
No,
Yeah.
I hate it. I mean, I hate the fact that you have to let him go, but I'm
Right.
also like I'm proud that I
Sure.
that I feel like, especially Tristan, that I can let him go do whatever he needs to do, and I don't have to worry about him. I don't know that I'll feel the same when it comes time for my daughter to do that. I'll never feel as comfortable with her because too much bad shit can happen.
Well, the daughter thing scared me for
Yeah.
sure, but like Tyler this week is in, he's 19 and he's in Galveston, so he went down there with his girlfriend and some couples, and I mean, there's like 12 of them down there, and they got a little Airbnb, and they're having a blast. But I'm a nervous wreck.
Just a bunch of friends.
Yeah, having fun. They send us pictures. I mean, I know that, and I want him to do that. Like, I'm glad he's doing it.
That's gonna be an orgy.
Anyway,
Just a
Yeah.
bowl full of condoms on the table.
shut up. Yeah, they're having a blast, and I'm glad. The pictures I'm getting, I love it. I'm like, man, good for you, because I know memories. He's going to remember this weekend the rest of his life. But it's just, it's not me driving him down there. He's driving his own truck, and
yeah,
I'm like, God dang it. But I mean, he's a good kid. He's not doing anything we didn't do.
Yeah, but it's not. You're not scared.
I'm not
You're
worried
scared
about
of everything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not necessarily worried about your kid. You're worried about everything else around your kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're having fun. I mean, I'm glad they're doing it. And he's going to be fucking worn out because he left Thursday for Galveston, and they're coming back today, and then we leave Thursday for Corpus.
Oh.
And he's sunburnt. She sent a picture. He's done really good with here, and they were real big on his, apparently your scars and all that, like his surgery. The trainer and all that was like, you keep that covered and you keep that sunscreen on it and all that stuff. So the girlfriend and he's been really good about keeping like 5 times a day they're putting sunscreen on. Well, she's like, apparently I forgot his face. Because he sent us a picture yesterday and his face was so red. And I said, that's going to bubble up. Your nose is going to bubble.
Oh, yeah.
I said, you better get some aloe on that right now.
Oh, sunburn. Blake's daughter, day 1.
Oh.
The half day. Tops of her feet.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Well, she was, I don't tan very well. I cook like a piece of bacon.
Right.
And my older daughter's kind of like that. My younger one will tan.
Yeah.
So she thinks
Right.
I don't need that much sunblock, So we had sprayed, but I guess nobody thought about
Sure.
somehow the tops of her
It
feet
happens, and that's going to happen to me in Corpus this
and
week.
the
It happens.
top of her feet were burnt.
And that is not fun.
No,
And she was-
especially because the next
she
day
couldn't
we were
walk,
going to
shoes.
the next day we were going shopping, like
Yep.
the walking.
You don't
She-
think about socks.
She toughed
shoes.
it out, but
You don't think about the shower water
Yeah.
hitting your feet. It
yeah, because I've
freaking
done
hurts.
that. I did that in Cancun when we went there for senior
I've
trip.
done it in Corpus.
We were in the volleyball tournament, and it went all day. And I remember the tops of my feet
Yep.
were
Like
smoked.
a year or two ago in Corpus, I got it. So you're sitting under the canopy, right? Well, the sun fucking moves.
What?
So the shade moves, So you're sitting there and you're all fine and you're relaxing and dozing off, taking naps, and then you wake up and I looked down one time and my foot was just completely exposed into the sun. I was like, I better move that. It was too late. I didn't realize it at the time. It was done. So I
worst-
get back to the hotel later and I get in the shower to get all the sand off of me. And I'm like, I look down and it is
The
freaking
worst I ever did
baked.
was this was before kids. We went to the Guadalupe, the tube.
Oh, yeah.
You know how your legs are,
Yep.
Daniel. Not thinking about it, how your legs are just.
On top of the tube?
Yep.
I got so from my knees to my feet was just burnt, right? And I'm thinking, man, I'm pretty burnt.
It's like 3rd-degree burns.
So we go home, get home on a Sunday. I'm pretty sunburnt, but I'm like, I'll be all right. I get up that Monday morning to go to work, and the sheets rip. Like,
Oh, no, it's stuck to
I
it?
have blisters that high going all the way down my legs. My feet are so swollen that you could push into them, like it would dent. Dang. My wife wakes up from my arms shaking the bed because I'm trying to stand up and I can't stand on my feet. Like it just feels like it's
Damn.
ripping. So I crab walk to the bathroom, and I call my work and I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to. They had to give me steroid shots. He gave me the cream that's for burn victims. Said I had second
silver cream.
Oh God!
I had second, like 3rd-degree burns on my shins from the sun, and so I don't play
That's
with the
not
sun
fun.
anymore.
There's
That
nothing
was
fun about
that was
that.
awful.
Tasha got sunburned. Addie had a little bit. She wasn't because she stays pretty dark
Yeah.
out in the pool all the time. Tasha got sunburned. I don't know if Tristan did. Lexus did. Billy got sunburned. I think Amanda got sunburned. Garrison, didn't he get a little?
I think he was okay.
He got-
didn't
oh.
feel too bad.
Maybe not. But his daughter. Did your wife get sunburned? Did you
No,
get sunburned?
no. Like I
Facto
said,
got sunburned
Oh,
so much that he wore a white shirt, like a
Long-sleeve
long sleeve
white.
shirt, like a Magellan shirt.
Yeah.
So when we go to that beach, we took the
Yeah.
boat ride to the beach. All the guys that were like selling
Selling
you
stuff.
beer and selling you umbrellas and stuff while you're sitting there on the beach, long sleeve white shirts,
so what
and
part
wearing
we-
like the cowboy kind of hat, the straw hats, like Facto
we're
hat
in
on.
the we're in the ocean. Facto's just standing on the beach and he's hitting 2 water balls together. I said, looks like.
He looks like one of them.
Yeah, he's working.
So Mason yells to him, "Son, Dad, try to sell your hat." He looked like he's just standing there.
He started taking tips. I got sunburnt one time at PK. We stayed somewhere with some friends, and I rode Sea-Doos all day long. Like me and another buddy just stayed on Sea-Doo all day long with life jackets.
Oh,
So you had the mark.
Oh,
I got so sunburned it made me sick.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
have you ever
wow.
had that? Like
That's
it.
what this was.
I got back that evening or that afternoon, and we were cooking burgers and all that, and it was supposed to be a fun night. We're going to play beer.
Yeah.
We were young. I mean, we may have had Thai. I mean, it was like in my early 30s.
Yeah,
Fun weekend, right? And I got fucking, and I was like in bed, like Stephanie. I was laying in this room like this on top of the covers with a ceiling fan on, and she was just every hour she'd come in there and put aloe on me. But
Yeah,
it physically made me sick.
you gotta
like,
get that aloe with lidocaine.
like
Yeah.
it made me sick.
When I was
like I couldn't eat. I wanted to
Jeez.
throw
when I
up.
was burnt like that. That was like just a weekend tubing thing, and we
Yep.
were doing like camping. We were camping in tents. We were young, so we were stupid.
No good AC. And,
So I remember it was Saturday. We were driving back Sunday. That Saturday night, I remember just laying in that tent.
Just moaning.
So finally, I get up and I get in the truck and like start.
fixing to say,
Just a-
there's no breeze in
it
the
was-
tent. It's
it
just
was-
dead still.
It was awful.
That's
It was. Ugh. So
Jesse,
yeah, I
you
don't
ever
play.
burn?
I don't burn.
I'll cut that out.
Yeah, I don't burn.
you don't burn, but you tan dark with your sunglasses.
I do.
You
that.
get the
gets
raccoon eyes?
Yeah, I do
He gets
get
raccoon
that.
from
Yeah.
coaching. So his games are always middle of the day and
Yeah.
all summer. So he gets the raccoon eyes.
I
sunglasses.
will. I'll get red.
And I assume you get the hat tan too,
Yeah.
where
I don't
your
know if
forehead's
it's-
real. I'm trying. That's why I'm
like
not
that right
wearing
now.
That's why I'm not wearing my hat as much. Finally,
Trying
I'm
to
like,
get-
screw it. I'm bald. I don't care. But my tan was so bad all the time.
yeah.
It was right here. I had the golfers. Where the top of your head looks awful. Like it looked
Yeah.
like a flashlight.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get it to now where I'm not wearing the hat much. So I'm getting some sun on it.
I think that's one of the benefits of being Hispanic is you don't really burn
Exactly.
and you don't get eaten up by mosquitoes.
Well,
I don't get eaten up by
yeah.
mosquitoes.
They don't
so,
like
so
you?
the mosquitoes still get me, but I don't burn.
Well, the mosquitoes only get you half.
Just half me, yeah.
But yeah, mosquitoes eat me up. So I guess they love fat white guys. What else you got, Danny? Blake?
I got some stuff.
Mystery
I'm
guest?
gonna save it for the next one.
All
I just wanted to say first I wanted to give a shout out to my daughter. She goes, "Are you really going to go do that retarded podcast? That retarded podcast with your retarded friends?" I said, "Yep, I am." I said, "I need to go clear my name because
She nailed it.
every time I listen to the podcast, it's no offense, Jesse, or sorry, Jesse." And even Daniel telling the story about the depression podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Where he gets emotional and he kind of throws me under the bus, and even I think Tasha threw me under the bus. I'm like,
You can talk to
I need to go. I've got to go clear my name because
Honestly, I mean, until then, I would have never thought you'd be somebody that someone could come and confide in,
Thanks.
trust to talk to.
Yeah.
But now I know, and
hey, I'm here for you. You know,
Yeah, my oldest twin and her best friend.
Oh, yeah.
They're weekly on Daniel
They-
about.
they wanna come-
When are we going to get on it?
'cause
When are
they-
we going to get on it? When are we going to get it?
Are deep in conspiracy,
They want to do that.
and so they want to.
They want to sit with Daniel, and because they have some conspiracy theories that they want to run across Daniel, and I'm just like,
Well, I'm not going to be here next week.
I'm like,
if
you gotta talk
if
to
y'all
them.
want to record one, to
I thought maybe we'd do like a midweek
Yeah.
drop with them.
absolutely.
Yeah.
because they were asking me that last night, and that's
100%.
how I first started talking to Daniel to come out here. I said, because she's driving me crazy, and I'm like, and so finally I was like, we're calling him speaker,
Yeah.
and
do
she's
it.
like, when can we be on there? And he said, we can do
That'd
like
be a good listen.
I said, we can do like a
Yeah, tell them to think of some. They want what they want to
Oh,
talk
they've
about
already
too.
got.
Write them down and let
No,
you.
they are like her best
Let you
friend
look into
Layla is like into the conspiracy
Awesome,
things.
do
so
it.
she's wrote down a couple.
Yeah.
And my oldest one is just so global that after y'all's, she was like, Daniel had me believing there was no dinosaurs and all this stuff. I was like, ugh.
That's
so don't
awesome.
listen
Do it.
to
Yeah,
him.
y'all record that and
Yeah.
put it out. I don't care. Hell yeah, I'd love that.
Do like a little midweek one.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah.
Well, Jesse's gonna hang around with
Blake,
us the next
do you
one.
think I'm a big jerk? Because I get I'm always accused of being the biggest jerk in our text thread.
No, you seem
Listen,
like just
I'm-
an angel.
I am.
Seem like a peach. We'll get into that on the next one.
Yeah.
Jesse's gonna sit in on the next one, and we're gonna talk about.
Well, I guess he's not a mystery guest anymore. Y'all said his
Yeah.
name, or
He
he
kinda-
said his own name.
I
I
think
did
he
say-
said his own name.
Just every time his
Yeah, I
name
did.
comes up, just edit it out with like some kind of
Just
crap.
beep,
Yeah.
beep.
Yeah, just beep it out. So until next time, be nice. Don't be a dick.
See y'all later.